What's up, you guys? And up to $2,000 stimulus checks going out across the nation. I've got an assortment of headlines for you of checks going out now. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update, and stimulus package update. Now, first off, take a look at this, you guys. Hundreds of families are set to receive $400 a month for 2 years. Are you eligible? This just coming out 2 days ago. I'm going to give you all the details. Here's another one. New York State is issuing $475 million in tax relief checks. See if you qualify. About 1.8 million residents will receive checks in the mail. Stimulus update. Indiana direct tax rebate check payments worth up to $325 are arriving any day now. And also the 5 bonus checks worth up to $2,000 available to more than 1 million Americans. Are you going to be eligible? I'm going to give you all the details in this video. Now, also, these are state, city, county stimulus checks. If you'd like to know about what's happening on a federal level for everybody in the nation, I'm also keeping you up to date here on the channel. Check out the last video I just did. As we have heard, a recession is going to be the main primary thing that is going to bring about a federal stimulus check right now. And we just heard within the last 24 hours that a recession is 100% now. They're saying by 2023, our economy will feel the negative impacts of everything unfolding and we will enter into a recession. And they're saying, brace yourself, because there's likely going to be stimulus provisions rolling out in the form of fourth federal level stimulus checks. Now, we will see. I will keep you up to date, but let's dive into these headlines, get you caught up on the latest. Before we do me a quick favor, smash the like button if you appreciate the content, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date, and also comprehensive list of all of these checks across the nation, literally every single one, over 100 different ones on every level, all at www.reliefroadmap.com, the comprehensive list that I spent over 3 months assembling for you, all in one place for you to access, guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. So first up, link in the description below. Hundreds of families are set to receive $400 a month for 2 years. Are you eligible? And this is low-income families in Coachella, California. You can now apply. So you must apply to get this. This is not automatically sent out. This is a universal basic income program offering $400 a month for the course of the next 2 years. The Coachella Immigrant Families Recovery Program is partnering with Mission Asset Fund to provide 140 families with cash assistance. The money will be given as a gift and does not need to be repaid. So once you get this money, it is free for you to spend. If accepted, participants can choose to have the funds deposited monthly into their checking account or loaded onto a prepaid card that they would receive in the mail. Applications will only be accepted online until 5 p.m. on November 11th. Qualifying families will begin to receive assistance in January of 2023. Now, are you eligible to qualify for the program? Applicants must meet all of the following eligibility requirements. You must reside in the city of Coachella, California, be the age of 18 or older, have a current non-expired government-issued photo ID, have at least one child under the age of 12 who was living in your household in 2021, earned less than $75,000 in 2021, or have a total household income below $150,000 in 2021 and have filed a 2019 or 2020 tax return or gave the IRS information as a non-filer in 2020 or 2021. Also, they have the steps to apply, link to the website, and again, link in the description below for all this information if this is applicable to you as well. So that is the first one in Coachella, California, monthly reoccurring $400 stimulus checks for 2 years. Next up, New York State is going to be issuing $475 million in tax relief checks. See if you qualify. Surprise money is the best kind of money as announced by the State Department of Taxation and Finance. New York is rolling out another round of tax relief checks for its residents. Across the state, about 1.8 million residents will receive a refund check in the mail. The requirements to be among the lucky recipients are simple. They're going to be the people who filed for an Empire Child tax credit or a New York State earned income tax credit in 2021. The checks will amount to roughly $270 each, which should help with the rising costs associated with recent economic struggles, including the pandemic and inflation. We're delivering these relief checks to hardworking New Yorkers who've been feeling the pinch of inflation. The Commissioner of Taxation and Finance, Amanda Hiller, said in a statement, New Yorkers should start checking their mailboxes in the next few weeks. The checks are supposed to be coming as the election days near. So those are on the way for New Yorkers. Keep an eye on your mailbox. Next up, stimulus update. Indiana direct tax rebate check payments worth up to $325 are going to be arriving any day now. Now, the article says that over 1.7 million eligible Indiana residents are expected to receive up to $325 through the taxpayer refund checks in the upcoming weeks with all deliveries expected by November 1st. Residents who filed their taxes in 2020 are eligible for up to $125 taxpayer refund, which will also automatically qualify them for an additional $200 refund according to the state. The payments are expected to come in either two separate checks, one check combined with a direct deposit payment, or as one check equaling $325. Joint filers can receive up to $650. People that were eligible for the $125, if they were able to receive Social Security benefits this last year, they will be eligible for the $200, said Emily Bozen, spokesperson for the Indiana State Auditor's Office. How they receive the $200 will depend on how they are set up with the Department of Revenue. The state began sending out checks in August, but due to paper shortage in the state, officials warn that it could take weeks before they arrive. If taxpayers have not received their checks by November 1st, officials told residents to contact the Indiana Revenue Department. So that is taking place right now in Indiana, and due to paper shortage, the checks are delayed. And we're hearing the same thing is happening right now in Hawaii for the stimulus checks that are supposed to be going out. And take a look at this, you guys. 5 bonus checks worth up to $2,000 available to more than 1 million Americans. Are you eligible for the money? Millions of Americans are going to be eligible for these bonus checks. Several states and cities are offering them across the country. Now, the first one is Augusta, up to $1,000. Augusta, Georgia is rewarding city employees who worked jobs during the pandemic and were put at the highest risk for contracting the pandemic. Under the plan, the money depends on the number of hours worked and the job category, according to the reports from Kenneth Journal. For example, the majority of full-time city workers qualify for $500 bonuses and part-timers are set for $250. But if you happen to work in line in public safety, custodial, dispatch, or rubbish collection, you could be eligible for another $500, and full-time workers in one of those groups would receive a total of $1,000, while part-time workers can get $500. Also, Connecticut, up to $1,000. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont recently announced workers will get up to $1,000 bonus checks. It will apply to child care employees in the state that provided support to young children. This includes infants, toddlers, preschoolers. For individuals, checks are worth $1,000 for full-timers and $400 for part-timers. Also, Florida, up to $1,000. Florida is offering $1,000 bonus checks for first responders. To be eligible, you must have been employed by a local government. Employment must have taken place before May 1st of 2022. And here are all the eligibility requirements for hours worked and how much money you can get in the state of Florida. They even have the contact information right here, phone number and email. Also, Minnesota, $487. Minnesotans are going to be eligible for bonus payments thanks to Frontline Workers Program worth $500 million. Last week, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz announced that more than 1 million frontline workers would receive $487.45 in direct payments over the coming weeks, and the deadline to claim the check was back in July. Approved applicants received emails confirming their payments on October 6th, while those denied were notified October 7th. Those are going to be going out, and they have a list of all of the different types of employment that is eligible for the stimulus check. Up number 5, North Carolina, up to $2,000. The Wake County Public School System in North Carolina approved a plan that would give teacher bonus checks worth up to $2,000. The following groups are eligible: elementary school English and second language teachers, K through 5 teachers, instructional specialists, special education instructors, those in WCPSS intervention teachers. Also, qualified eligible staff members must be working with WCPSS. And another plan that could be on the way here very soon. Additionally, it's worth mentioning that in Madison, Wisconsin, they've revealed $3.4 million set aside to go out to employees to pay up to $1,000 in stimulus check programs. Now, I'll be sure to keep you up to date as more information rolls out. They're saying roughly 2,900 employees will be eligible for this bonus check. As more information rolls out, like I said, I'll be sure to let you know here on the channel. But you guys, that is the latest on updates for stimulus checks on various levels. As more comes out, I'll be sure to share. I'll add them to the relief roadmap, and also on federal levels, whatever Congress decides, I'll be sure to let you know right away. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. It's free. Any specific questions, hop on to Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. Check out my second channel. And with that being said, you guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless.